There's a Good Luck Charlie episode that was pretty progressive for the time. Down a Tree aired on January 26, 2014. Same-sex marriage wasn't made legal in the entire United States until the next year on June 26, 2015. I will admit that I don't remember there being that much uproar over this episode. It made the news, but they just spoke about what Disney Channel did, and they didn't necessarily condemn it. I also don't remember social media being dramatic about it. So when I heard Bradley Perry and Eric Kramer say that they received death threats over the episode, I was taken by surprise.
Well, with the exception of one episode with the same-sex parents.
Yeah.
Which, wow, that's a whole podcast in itself.
Yeah. That was such an insane reaction to that when that happened.
Unbelievable.
People couldn't stand it or what?
No, there was death threats to Mia.
Death threats to Mia.
What?
Like we all got just people complaining and bitching and calling us names on.
I went back and watched the episode to see if the two moms story was really thrown in your face, but it wasn't. Bob and Amy didn't make a big deal about it. Bob was a little worried, but only because he always separated with the father to go watch the game. He didn't know which mom would be willing to watch the game with him, and he was afraid to ask because he didn't want to offend. Amy didn't make a big deal out of it either. The episode didn't center around, look, we have a lesbian couple. They made it funny by the mom who went to hang with Bob, quickly getting annoyed of his bug stories. The storyline with PJ living in the treehouse actually outshines the two moms story. PJ got kicked out for not being able to afford his rent, had to return home, and Gabe finds out. They then made the treehouse a man cave sort of hangout spot. There's also a storyline going on about Teddy and Ivy dealing with going separate ways for college. My point stands that they didn't center the entire episode about the two moms. They just present them and we're like, here it is, but we won't shove it down your throat. I kind of understand conservative parents seeing this episode and having a problem with it, but death threats are never okay. If you have a problem with the episode, then just don't watch it. If you want to hide your child from same-sex couples, that's fine. But you should know that at a certain point, they're going to see a same-sex couple out in the street, so it's not like you can hide them from it forever. Disney was smart though. I'm sure if they had it be two dads, then the death threats would have been even worse. Overall, the episode is entertaining and funny like any other Good Luck Charlie episode. Like I said, if you have a problem with the plot, then you can skip this episode since this was the only time Good Luck Charlie went this progressive. Let me know your experience. Do you remember an uproar because of this episode? Did your parents not like this episode? Did you yourself not like this episode? I think majority of viewers and fans just saw the two moms and said okay. We didn't really give it much thought since Disney wasn't annoying with the plot.